we're going to talk a little bit about situations like this. This is very dangerous, and there's two places on this frame that need to be reinforced. One of those areas is here, besides that area I'm talking about. That's all in this area right here. Okay? So we're going to show you how we're going to tackle that. Okay? Because it's not easy because of the frame is changing dimensions at places. But that's easily fixed. Not easily, but you see, we got rot all over here. Okay? We're going to be putting it up on ramps as soon as I get this cut out. But this would fold up like an old cupcake. I'm talking the wrapper. I mean, it would just literally, it's very dangerous the way it is. And I'm under the shade tree here because my crotch saturation gauge on my human dashboard is going, oh my God, what the hell? So I'm under the shade tree here because it is putrid. And this humidity, you could get some Cool Whip and put it on it and eat the humidity. That's how thick the humidity is here. The overlay is people are rejecting this new technology. They're desperate to save these old trucks. This man's being very patient. My doctors are bungling my appointments. Oh, you don't have an appointment today. Well, I got a freaking card right here that says I have an appointment. Oh, well, our hygienist isn't. This is the Northeast, as I told you people. It's not the same everywhere. This is just a putrid area to live. The Orange Menace is here. Do you want to say hi in the video? Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at this. This guy is just a camera hog. He is begging to be on television. I mean, he could sell Friskies. He could sell all kinds of treats. No? You're not a salesman? He didn't like that comment about selling things. Well, I guess he's kind of like me. See, why I'm here in my native environment like this is I'm kind of a generic choice. You see, I just had a problem with a guy who was actually a friend, and I was trying to do him a favor because he's done me some favors, but I don't know if he lost his mind. I don't know if it's some of his bad habits. I don't know if it's his life. It could just be his lifestyle right now. But, he had an opportunity to have a pot of gold, and he kind of pissed it away, which it's kind of common for younger people. But when these things are coveted and they're selling more than a brand new truck, which they are right now, these vehicles are selling for $30,000 junk if they're running. And I'm talking, they need paint, they need an engine. Maybe the engine's running, but it's not running right. I just recently seen, I stopped on a car lot. I was interested because I saw a truck just like mine. And it wasn't in good shape. It needed paint. I started it up and it was yapping and rapping. Said to the guy, how much? What do you think he told me? $12,000 for a Silverado like that one. Same year. That's why I stopped. I figured maybe $500, $1,000. No, $12,000 he told me. Well, I guess Stellantis, Ford, GM, you've really stirred up a hornet's nest. And now finding an affordable used truck is probably almost going to be impossible, considering what they're selling junk for. Because you take out a loan, there's no way you're going to put another $12,000 in that truck when they need tires, shocks, brakes, when everything is shot. Maybe you got to go to the salvage yard, get seats, or, if you want a nice truck like I have, I keep my truck like a doctor's office. I keep it clean. Even though it transports things, I clean it out. I make sure that my bed's not going to rot out. In the winter, actually, I'm going to cover it. I'm going to find a way to cover that bed to keep the weather out of it. It's coming. I'm just going to build like a little ramp so I don't want water going down in that bed. And somehow I'm going to get a tarp over the back of it. And I don't, like I said, at my age, I'm retired. I'm going to the auto parts store, the doctor, the food store. Sometimes, every now and then, I got to get out of my element. I got to go places otherwise. But helping my parents in the summer, I have another vehicle. I don't know how that's going to hold up to traveling, And I got to fix the AC. It needs an orifice tube. So you folks, when you're fixing this stuff, okay, remember what I told you. Take a good look at that because I have my work cut out for me on this one, okay? If you have a truck like that, okay, watch my videos and you'll be able to learn a lot. I'm going to have to stick weld on this. Even though I'm a retired A&P, okay, even though I'm a crack shot welder, guaranteed I'm going to flub some shit because I've been away from it. And I'm working with a new machine. Okay, that's why I got a little angry at some of these places where they're giving you a welding test to hire you, and they screw the machine way up beyond its heat range or whatever. I don't know that machine. I'm supposed to be there an hour and find the heat range so I can make a decent weld to get hired. What a fucking idiot. You know, these people, like I said, this area is terrible for education. And I know we're getting this breeze. We've had this incessant breeze since March, and it's here every day. So take my advice, even if you screw things up. Don't be afraid to screw things up. A guy like me is not going to pick. I mean, maybe I'll pitch a wisecrack at you or something, but it's fun back at me because every mistake that I've ever done, okay, you're going to make, and I've done it myself. It's just that I've got to come back for everything, and some people think it's me being mean to them, particularly my son. Sometimes I try to have a little manly fun with him, and he's still back in school like you're picking on him or making fun of him. No, you're just having that man type of thing. So if you have your son with you, my sweat is sweating again. If you have your son or something, your younger son, your grandson with you, try to take it easy on them a little bit, that they, maybe they want to see what you're doing, because we're losing craftsmen. We desperately need more auto mechanics. But when they design an automobile, it's not designed to be worked on, or you've got to be a computer, scientist to work on the people don't want that. Okay, AI. Just try texting somebody how it changes your words. These flock cameras getting shit wrong. AI is not the future. And you don't want to cut out the human element and make somebody guilty of something they're not even guilty of just because AI is there. It's not the way to fly. Bill Gates, okay, he's laying everybody off. I heard there's mass layoffs going on at Microsoft. Good luck to you, Bill Gates. There's Linux, there's others. Microsoft made itself a dinosaur because they were doing the same thing the automobile companies are doing. They're taking advantage of people with their push button hocus pocus. When people buy something and I lay good money out on something, I want it to function. I don't want it to play fucking games with me every day when I want to be productive. And that's how people feel when they buy an automobile. You don't want to have that sickening feeling that today or the next day might cost you another $500 to $1,000 at the dealer for another fucking sensor. They got a screw loose. And that technology was designed where? Hit me up. Israel. That's who's designing a major majority of this software that's corrupting these vehicles. And new computers, I heard, and cell phones. Just try buying a new Motorola phone like I did. That thing was sabotaged right from the factory. Thanks for watching my videos. Keep your eye on this truck, people.